Good afternoon. In this video, we're going to go over this week's options watch list. Before I get into the watch list, if you're not in the room, you can find the link in the description of the video and in my bio section of social media accounts. Not too much I like this week. It's going to be a very, very small, short watch list for now anyways. And you can change it throughout the week. Obviously, this past FOMC, we had the Fed cut the rates by 50 basis points. Friday tried to recover a little bit. But before I get into that, just kind of like thinking right now, we could end up dropping this week. I don't know, but we'll see. Every time you think something's going to happen, SPY likes to do the opposite. But right now, the put-to-call ratio is pretty low. It's at 0.52. That's where it was on the 17th, which was right up here. And it dropped a little bit, then it popped. Oh, this was FOMC day right here. That's why it popped. So yeah, put-to-call ratio was high. Was low, I mean. Then it dropped a little bit. Then it popped. So this is the last time it was high, on the 17th, right here. So we may drop tomorrow. I don't know. We'll have to see. Statistically, throughout the years, when the FOMC does rate cuts, go into recession, and the market just free falls. So maybe this time's different. I don't think so. I think the economic conditions are far worse than it has been in the past, considering that it's pretty much all a lie. All the data that's being reported is fabricated and just a lie. So I think the underlying conditions are much worse, and I think that's being led to. With that said, this week, make sure Monday the 23rd, on the economic calendar, we have flash manufacturing and services PMI at 945. Some Fed speakers throughout the day. Tuesday, get consumer confidence at 10 o'clock in the morning. Obviously, it's the morning. Wednesday, Fed speaker, no big deal. Thursday, we have a bunch of Fed speakers. And we have Powell speaking at 9:20 before the market opens. Oh, wow. What the heck? Thursday is busy. We got Collins speaking at 10 o'clock, at 9 o'clock. Kugler, at 9:10. Then at 9:15 we have Bowman. Then at 9:20 we have Powell. Then at 9:25 we have Williams. Then at 10:30 we have Bard. 10:30 we have Cook. Then at 1 o'clock we have, actually 11:15 we have Yellen. 1 o'clock we have Barr and Kashkari. Oh my God, why is there so many speakers in a day? I don't think I've ever seen that. Why are they speaking like crazy on Thursday? And on Friday, we have revised consumer sentiment and inflation expectations. But Thursday, wow. Fed speakers up the wazoo. Got to pay attention to Thursday. So yeah, on my calendar, not much happening, except for the massive amount of Fed speakers. Now on to SPY. I'm thinking that maybe we pull back a little bit, put the call ratio being low. I'd watch underneath 565 for a push down to 560. Then 550, 540, 530, 520. We'll see if we've actually topped now that we made a new all-time high. Are we going to actually fade now? Or are they going to keep propping up the market until the elections, which is probably what they'll end up doing. Prop it up until elections, and they'll probably crash the market, sink the market, and blame Trump for that if he wins. So I could see them doing that. But yeah, we'll also keep an open mind. If it does manage to get over 572, new all-time high, probably push to 580. Could see 600 by elections if they keep gapping and grinding the SPY. So definitely keep an eye on that. We're going to keep an open mind, watch both sides. Normally, if this was an election year, they probably would end up starting to fade now with recession fears. But I think elections is probably we'll get a dip or two here and there, but I think elections is gonna keep it sideways or at least near all-time high to try to keep Kamala from getting destroyed. But I think that she's self-destructing as it is anyways. But with that said, VIX right now is at 1295. Actually, not 1295. Sorry, 1615. I was looking at the wrong thing. It's definitely got room to get back down to the 12. So we could definitely see it push down to. We get this trend line right here, right at 14. But SPY can go sideways and VIX can get crushed. So definitely keep an eye on VIX. VIX probably get hammered this week if SPY does manage to just maybe not even dip. Maybe it doesn't even dip this week. Maybe we just do small grinding days. I remember the gap and grinds we used to get. We would gap up $2, and when the market opened, we would grind sideways within a 50 cent to $1 range and just crush the VIX. So we could end up seeing that kind of scenario this week. Maybe we actually see some fear. I don't know. This week's going to be hard to figure out what's going to happen. But like I said, we're going to be open-minded on both sides. VIX has got a long ways to go to 12, so it does support the theory that SPY could grind more on that. So definitely keep an eye on that. Now Apple did a triple top right here. Well, not a triple top, but looking at this area right around 230, rejected hard over here. And we get rejected this trend line last time we were here and rejected it here again. So I'd watch it underneath this Friday's low of 227 for maybe a gap fill down to the 220 area. Maybe get down 215, 220 on Apple, releasing its another rehashed piece of crap phone that they seem to always do. AirPods 3 and iPhone 16 and just everything has got a number after it. It's just a number of rehashes it's gone through. Anyways, Boeing, it's still dropping. I mean, I'm surprised it has not bounced, but we have a descending wedge right here. So at some point, this is going to end up breaking. So I'd watch it over 153, even 154 for push to 160, 165. At some point, this is going to turn around. And the RSI is getting pretty low on the daily and the weekly, and doesn't usually get that low. Last time it was this lowest rate over here, and it popped a little bit. So I'm thinking that we probably pop this week. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. BA is definitely one to keep an eye on. Tesla, another one. It's the only other one I like. I mean, I looked at the other ones. I just didn't like it. I'd watch it over 240 or even 245. But yeah, 240. Push to 245. It gets over 245. Probably going to see 250 and 260 on that. So I don't like anything. I mean, besides that, and I barely like that. I mean, I'm just, Amazon, I mean, not really. I mean, it's stalling out. I mean, it usually finds resistance right here at 190. Costco is just crazy how it's so expensive. And Disney, I mean, it's bounced a little bit, but I don't like Disney that much. And Lululemon just, it's hard to believe this was over $500 just the beginning of the year, and it's half the price right now. That's just crazy. I think it'll end up turning around at some point. Meta, I mean, I don't know. I mean, if anything on Meta, the RSI is really high on the daily. We get a bearish divergence going on. You can see how price keeps going up and RSI is going down. So we have a bearish divergence on Meta. I suppose you could add Meta to the watch list. I mean, I looked at it, but I don't know. The thing with bearish divergences with Baidu and Roku in the past, they can last for weeks, even months. So just because you see one doesn't mean it's going to end up happening right away. It couldn't happen till next spring. I mean, who knows? So just there's really nothing I don't like. I know that I'm just skipping through the tickers here. Microsoft, man, I mean, you kind of get a head and shoulders on the weekly, but I don't really like it. Netflix, I mean, yeah, you could probably look at Netflix a little bit. I mean, 1, 2, 3, it rejected. So maybe, if it gets underneath 695, it might be worth looking at. But I don't know. There's really nothing I like. I haven't even looked at Roku in so long because that's such a loser stock. But, I don't know. It's got some gaps to fill right here. This is the first time I've seen Roku in, I don't know, must be months. So under 75, it could be good for a short down to 70, even 65. Roku just can't get out of its own way. Yeah. So that's going to do it for the watch list. I know I only watched a couple things and skimmed through a couple other things just to show you there's nothing I really like this week. Hopefully this week is volatile and it's not boring because based on the news and the charts, there's nothing exciting this week. So hopefully something happens. So that's going to do it, and thanks for watching.